Hello, all my friends and Python enthusiasts, learners, and explorers. Today, I am going to show you and explain you object-oriented programming a simplified way. In the process, I will also show you an example of inheritance in Python. So, to do that, we need to open a project directory and within the project directory, a server file. Here I have called this .py. Okay. Object. What is object? In Python, we do things with stuff. So this things is means the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, concatenation type of operations. This operation, these things we do with stuff. This stuff is object. So object is the stuff that we carry out our operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, concatenation type of things. So that is a plain simple language of object. In Python words, objects comprises of lists, dictionaries, strings, numbers, functions. All of the things are objects. So we are going to illustrate here object-oriented programming. For that, let's write if class people. Within that class, we're going to have constructor def in it, and I am going to give three attributes which are also called variables. So that's going to be name, job, okay, and the convention is to write them self dot name equals name, self dot job equals job, self dot age equals age. Okay, that is the creation of instances. Now let's create the method. A method is within the body of the class. Okay, so the method I'm going to create is display this. Okay, display this information. Def display. So that one I am going to just create a print function. Print f string name is going to be self.name, comma, job is going to be, let's write job in caps, job is going to be self.job, comma, age is going to be self.age. Okay, so that will be the method within the instance of class people. So to illustrate you the inheritance, let's create another class which will inherit the people class. So for that, we're going to do class employee, let's say just employee, okay? Let's inherit the people class, all right? And within that, again, def, same, okay? Self, let's write the other name, job, age, and let's create employee ID, MID. Okay. And to inherit the parents' attributes, we need to create a super super dot init. Here we're going to just a name, comma, job, comma, age. Okay. So here we need to call the employee IDs. For that, self dot emp ID equals emp ID. Okay. Now also let's call that function to display it. Def display employee. Let's write that method. Okay. That also let's carry out the print function. Print f. Here name is going to be self.name, comma, job is going to be self.job, comma, age is going to be self.age, and we need to add employee ID, right? So ID is going to be imp.id, imp underscore ID. Okay, ID is going to be imp underscore ID. All right. So now we just need to call them. So let's say person one equals people. Let's write a name, James Buchanan. Job, let's write professor. Write age 57. Okay. Another person two, person two. Let's write another. People, name is going to be Mary Marcus. Job is going to be designer. Age is going to be 32. Okay, that we created the person. Now we need to, for calling the information, we need to call this display info. Person one dot display info one. Same way we call person two dot display info. That will call the person. Now to show the employee, let's write one employee here. Employee one equals employee. Let's write the name. Let's write the name John Smith. Job data scientist. Age 33. And ID. Don't forget ID. ID is going to be 2001. Okay. So to call that, let's call that here as well. Employee one dot display employee. Okay. So this is created class based initializer function. Within that function, we have display method. Def init is always a constructor, and inheritance here. To get the inheritance effect, we need to call super method. This way, we can get this done. Oh, here it was an error because of self. I forgot that self dot employee ID. Okay, so now let's run it and see how it comes. Okay, let's run it. I'm running with right clicking here. See, now you can see. Look, names: James Buchanan, job professor, age 57. Name: Mary Marcus, job designer, age 32. Name: John Smith, job data scientist, age 33. ID 2001. See, this is a typical example of a object orientation, object oriented programming in Python. Now you see it is a simple way of illustrating object oriented programming. In this, I illustrated the methods, I illustrated the constructor and the need for super, and also showed you the inheritance in the class. Okay, so this, I hope this has made the concept of object oriented programming in Python clear to you. Please comment below if you did not, if there is something that is not clear. Stay tuned for more programming. Subscribe to my channel. We will be exploring more Python functionalities, more Python web applications and other applications in the future videos. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning. Stay tuned. Bye bye for now.